What up, everybody? This is Dario Hunt from Living Life Fearless, and I'm back with another reaction, this time for Dave East. Kairi Chanel? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But Dave East's major debut. Dave has been on a run this year, putting out a ton of quality verses and music and freestyles, as well as making Double XL freshman list and recently signing to Nas. And Nas is always in my top 5 list of greatest rappers, so anybody that he approves, I'm bound to check out at some point. Right off the back, first impressions, the production on Kairi Chanel is traditional New York hip hop. It's weird. It feels like I was almost back in late 90s, early 2000s. It's a sound of music that I haven't heard in a really long time and hasn't really generated a lot of buzz from people in a really long time. But that's not to say that the production is necessarily outdated. I think it skirts just above the line of being outdated, but it definitely has that familiar boom bap in its DNA. You won't find a ton of synths, melodies, 808s, or anything really resembling southern trap music that is dominating the airways nowadays. It's straight throwback New York hip hop at its core. SDE, which is an homage to Cameron's debut album, and Don Pablo are some of my favorite beats off the album, and they're probably the best audio approximations of Harlem. This throwback feeling carries all the way over to the writing itself. East has a no-frills delivery and very bar-heavy composition. You won't find any auto-tune or ton of ad-libs here. It's just straight bars and lyricism. It's a very unique thing to hear nowadays, and it's so weird because it makes you feel like you're a little ancient, because back in the day when growing up to hip-hop, this was the bare minimum of what you had, and now when you finally get somebody who is delivering with pure lyricism and bars, it's like you're standing out from the crowd. And I wouldn't say he relies very heavily on things like punchlines or metaphors, but he has a great flow and great lyrical content throughout the album. The majority of the songs feel like just kind of verbal exercises, but there are some chances, like the song Keisha, where he's able to flex more of his storytelling muscle, and I think it's one of the standout songs from Kairi Chanel. He handles the majority of the album solo, but he does have a few great features from Fabulous, Cameron, and Beanie Siegel, which is not surprising because these were all mainstays in late 90s, early 2000s hip hop. Kairi Chanel, it was a very solid debut, and I really appreciate, his commitment to the culture and to a time period when what you said actually mattered. Now, whether people will continue to support what they've been clamoring for, which is real music, only time will tell. Have you guys heard Kairi Chanel? What did you guys think about it? What are some of your favorite songs off the album? Did you like the throwback sound and production to the early 2000s hip hop? Let me know in the comments below, and be sure to head over to Living Life Fearless and leave a rating for the album.